grow, still can't stop it.
What is up? I am Crypto Mason, and welcome back to the Crypto Mason YouTube channel. Shout out to the Gold Squad. We look for gold in every single aspect of our lives, and we always find it. Now today, we are back for another daily market update. Make sure before anything, you join the Gold Squad Discord. Link is at the top of the description. We've got a lot to cover in today's daily market update. Also, join the $200 weekly giveaway with the top link in the description. Very easy to enter, and you could win $200 every week. Also, a requirement for that is that you like and comment on the video, of course. So make sure you're also following the Gold Squad 777 Twitter account and me on Twitter, and let's get straight into the market update. 927 billion. What a surprise. 927 billion. $19,282 on Bitcoin. We have $1,300 ETH again, 45 cents. Absolutely nothing happening today except Clayton has continued up. We talked about Clayton in yesterday's daily market update, and then we have Lido DAO, Kava. I am slightly bullish on Kava. I know that they're trying to connect the Ethereum and Cosmos ecosystem together, which is pretty cool. Look at that graphic right there. Kava, decently bullish on them. I do not hold any though. If we look at our bubbles, we've got Hex as well pumping. Chiliz is a good coin to watch out for with the World Cup coming out or coming soon. Chiliz, and then why is this scanning my, look at this, Chiliz website. This is a horrible thing to have on your website. Like, do it in a different way. But Chiliz and Algorand and any like World Cup teams that have tokens would be a good one to watch out for. This is the world's leading blockchain fintech provider for sports and entertainment. And anybody who's into the decoding stuff, kids, look away, because I don't think kids should see this. But the Chiliz logo looks exactly like the sigil for Lucifer, which is pretty crazy. Check that logo right there, and then that, it very much reminds me of that for all the decoding people that are watching these videos. Moving on to Bitcoin's price, you can see it's still flat between our lines right there. Until something pokes out of those lines, I really don't care what's happening. Now, we do have one Bitcoin article for today. Only 5 countries control 30% of all reachable Bitcoin nodes globally. Okay, it's 30%. So this is showing you that there's an aspect of centralization to Bitcoin, right? It's not, nothing is completely decentralized, and it's kind of impossible to have something that's actually useful that's completely decentralized. There has to be some, it has to be measured on a spectrum, and we've talked about that so many times before. Graham Stephan is tweeting this out. I think this is extremely important. Check out all of these headlines. We got Financial Times, CNBC, Yahoo, Bloomberg, Reuters, and another Bloomberg saying that this is something since 2008, right? Something is happening since, and it's like breaking a record that hasn't happened since 2008. They're pretty much telling you, what is going on right here. And hopefully you guys are watching very closely what's going on, right? And get prepared. So let's get into a little bit about Algorand. I tweeted out this little, or not little, this is a huge Algorand ecosystem overview. And you can see, look at all of these categories, right? NFT, art and music, tools, service platforms, DEXs, environment, financial services. Like the amount of projects built on Algorand here, it's just absurd. It's just absurd, and it truly is way too much to keep up with. I am extremely, extremely bullish on Algorand. I did also tweet out this graphic the other day saying blockchains can be green. This is actually the banner of the Algorand Foundation right there, and blockchains can be green, and Algorand is proving that through their blockchain. Now just look at this. This is just but the thing is, though, we need to be unbiased. Every single crypto has a chart like this, and that's just proof of how expansive and insane this industry is. All of the layer ones can have a chart like this. This is nothing special. Algorand does have a lot of stuff, but this is really nothing special, because you can find a graph just like this for Solana, for Harmony, for everything, Cardano, HBAR, right? You can find graphs like this. And it's just crazy. Like this is honestly like new countries. I view these layer ones as like new countries. Like Algorand is a country, and these are all the little things built on it. It's pretty damn crazy. A little bit more on Algorand. This is from ALGO Fam, and then we've got another thing from ALGO Fam. Lots of accounts are being created. We're approaching 28 million ALGO addresses. Let's see what happens when the World Cup starts. Hundreds more dApps go live, and all the cross-chain stuff kicks off. So if we look here, like Algorand, and then he puts a TPS graph, so I don't really understand that, but we are approaching 28 million accounts. But then the other day as well, he tweeted out about this one Algo wallet who has funded over 150,000 wallets within the last day. And he puts the Algo Explorer address right here. And apparently this is a Binance wallet, and we can look, this is live right here. They're still funding wallets with just small amounts of Algorand. You can see like 13 seconds ago, 14 seconds ago, and new ones will come in every second. And you see there, this is only 0.2 Algorand, 0.2 Algorand. This one's like 1.2, 0.2, 1.2, like very small amounts, just dusting hundreds of thousands of wallets right here live. Now, what is this doing? So a lot of people notice that Binance is in the notes of these transactions. They're in the notes field. So some people think they're going to support USDC/Algorand because a lot of these wallets are opting into USDC. Some people think they're priming these wallets. Binance is priming these wallets to have the sufficient minimum balance. Some people think there's going to be an attack on these wallets or something like that. And other people think they're pumping on-chain activity, which I tend to think might be correct. This wallet might be pumping on-chain activity to make it look like stuff is going on. However, nobody knows, and there's lots of Algorand eyes on this wallet. This is one of my favorite things about blockchain, dude, but it's also the reason that blockchain enslaves humanity, is because this is public. I'm watching wallets get funded, and there's an explorer for every blockchain. Solana, HBAR, XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin. There are explorer websites. We're on the Algorand one, and we can see whatever any Algorand address is doing at any time. We can click on these and see exactly what's in them and who they're sending money to, right? This is to Binance, right? We can click on any of these addresses, and boom, we're seeing everything. Time-stamped, the sender balance, everything, right? This is one of the reasons blockchain enslaves humanity, is for that reason. Now, I also did want to focus on this tweet. I just remembered I put this tweet out. I had to prime it with, this is a very unpopular opinion that I sort of agree with, okay? Bitcoin has arguably done more damage than XRP has done. So everyone looks at XRP as the banker coin and blah, 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 the Illuminati coin. I would argue in this unpopular opinion that I sort of agree with, that Bitcoin has done more damage than XRP. The reason for this is because Bitcoin normalized public blockchains and the blockchain in general on a mass scale more than any crypto. So what Bitcoin has done in an overarching vision is they've like normalized blockchain to humanity more than any other crypto. Bitcoin is the most famous crypto. And in turn, we know that blockchain is here to normalize CBDC/digital currency. That's one of the reasons for the whole crypto industry, is simply to normalize digital currency, get people loving it. We all love crypto, right? We make money in crypto. The money we make is our reward for promoting the enslavement of humanity. That's what it comes down to. The so much money that we make in crypto is because we're blasting this to the mainstream and making sure everyone is acquainted and loving it, right? Meanwhile, there's public blockchains like this where we can look at every address and see what they're doing. It's absurd. So moving on from that, we do have this nice 1 minute and 40 second Ripple clip right here from Brad Garlinghouse talking about how they're actually they could work with Swift. Now, we're going to watch this, and then I'm going to tell you my thoughts. I'm going to mute my mic, and we'll play this clip. Turn up your volume if you can't hear it. Let's go.
So you've said before that you think there's a world where Ripple could take over Swift.
Well, I've also said I thought there was ways we could work with Swift.
Let's talk about that.
Well, I'll start that comment just by saying, look, Swift is owned. I think Godfrey, by the way, has a very challenging job. Swift is owned by the banks. It isn't a traditionally kind of construct. You have a very strong chairman, and in-house Citi kind of is an important stakeholder in that. But at the end of the day, Ripple's trying to help financial institutions and banks be successful in the future. How do we enable, Santander to compete more effectively with PayPal, with Amazon, Facebook? And it's not going to be in settlement times measured in days. It's not going to be measured, settlement costs measured in $15+. So I want to see our mission in life really has been, how do we help these financial institutions be successful? Those are the same financial institutions that own Swift. And so in many ways we've thought, hey, we could work together. That hasn't played out, and I think increasingly, we are seeing more and more banks adopt Ripple's technology, and we're seeing that play out. But I have a ton of respect for what Swift has built, just to be clear.
So many people think that XRP and Ripple are trying to destroy Swift and replace Swift. But right here in this clip, we saw Brad Garlinghouse directly say that they could very well just work with Swift, right? They could work with Swift, and they wouldn't have a problem. Now, one of the things I always realize and always feel from the Ripple people is anybody involved with Ripple, David, Brad, Chris, all of them, it really feels like they're genuine in their mission to just help payments in general, right? It always feels like that. And they'll do whatever it takes. It doesn't matter if they have to work with Swift. They're going to complete their mission. They don't care about really, replacing Swift to that degree. However, they could replace Swift. Don't get me wrong. And I want to see that. Best believe that's probably the best thing that could happen is for them to replace Swift. So very interesting clip. I love the alternate perspective on this. Like, there are so many brainwashed XRP people who think that, oh yeah, replace Swift. You have your leader, your supreme leader, Brad Garlinghouse, saying that they could very well work with Swift right there. Now, this was a little bit eerie, okay? Here's my little conspiracy thing coming out here. So you guys know I've thought XRP and Elon Musk is the perfect combination for a while now. And Elon Musk is obsessed with X, right? You can view all of my X conspiracy video playlist it's on YouTube. It's on my second channel. But Elon Musk is obsessed with the letter X. He wants to build the X app, the everything app. And we have plenty of evidence and just little hints that Elon Musk could eventually get involved with something like XRP. We have evidence that he could get involved with HBAR. All of it is speculation. All of it is theories right now. However, Elon Musk did tweet the HBAR logo, like the HBAR currency logo, which is a mathematical formula, so he was probably referring to that. But these little hints that he's dropping are crazy. Recently, Elon Musk recently replied to Brad Garlinghouse on Twitter. Okay, so this made me aware that Elon is aware of Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple and XRP for sure. He knows what they are. And then recently, even more recently, we had Brad Garlinghouse reply with the same thing, exactly the same thing that Elon Musk replied with. Now, this is the type of marketing that Ripple does. It's very stealthy, it's slick, and it's just somewhat manipulative, okay? They do shit like this, where Brad knows that the whole XRP community freaked out when Elon Musk replied to him with this no way thing. So Brad is going to go and reply to the biggest parody channel of all time for XRP, which is XRP Productions, who just makes bullshit, fake tweets all day. I am not a fan of his page. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. I am an influencer in the space, and you guys don't understand how many messages from newbies I have received who have believed stuff on his page, XRP Productions. Like, so many newbies buying huge bags of XRP because they saw fake tweets on XRP Productions. But this is the type of marketing they do, is Brad will now go to him, the biggest conspiracy page, and type "no way," right? And then you get people with little tweets like this, right? They're decoding it. This is interesting. No way equals 78, 15, 6. O equals 15. F is derived from the Phoenician Vav. Like, come on, dude. Like, I decode like that, but my decoding is practical. It's not like throwing a bunch of weird shit on you that's like number codes, right? Because there's no way Brad is sitting there and like making sure his tweets line up in gematria and stuff. No, gematria is a code to the universe. It's just you're reading a code to the matrix, like you're reading the matrix code that's already there. So this is the type of marketing they do. They know they have like the conspiracy and riddler audience, and they do shit like that. Okay, we got a lot to go. So these market updates have been getting long, folks, but it's worth it. And if you're watching till the end, if you're still watching, drop a like, first of all. And second of all, you're here to learn, and I love that. Now, we do have another XRP controversy that's happening right now. The XRP army has a new target. Acquired. They're off Charles Hoskinson, and they have been passed on to Ledger, Nano X, and Ledger. So Eric Lark, who is the co-founder, I believe, of Ledger. I think the co-founder of Ledger. Yeah. He has been on video. So here he is on a TikTok. It's in French. I believe he's French. He is French. And he's on video right here, basically saying that XRP is an absolute centralized shitcoin and it's not even a cryptocurrency. He's doing a tier list. You saw him put it in the bottom tier right there, which is labeled poubelle. And what is poubelle in French, or poubelle? I don't know. It means trash can. So he put XRP in the trash can bin and called it a centralized shitcoin and not a cryptocurrency in French on that TikTok. Okay. So the whole XRP army is letting bullets fly at Ledger. People are getting blocked. Jungle Inc. got blocked by Ledger. You know, I do support Ledger. I have an affiliate link in the description if you do want to buy a Ledger. I do like the Ledger company. I don't think, I think this is just an example of somebody being completely uneducated on XRP and siding with the regulators. Ledger has also sold their soul. I hope you guys know that. They're on my list of crypto companies that have sold their soul. And it's basically companies that get so big that they comply with every regulation possible, right? And that's what Ledger is. They're the tank of hardware wallets. But we do have Matt Hamilton saying, "Dear Eric Lark, this is disappointing to see. Your product Ledger literally is used to store the private keys of XRP Ledger accounts. So of course it is a cryptocurrency and it is decentralized. Sad to see you spreading disinformation." This TikTok got about 270,000 views, right? Lots of people watched that. It is in French though, which is crazy. So it must be hitting a French audience there. But he's spreading complete misinformation, complete bullshit on XRP. To be honest, I'm very tired of this centralized thing going around for XRP. Somehow we need to diffuse that in the whole crypto community. But let's move on from that. We do have an article coming out from FinExtra on some research that Project Aurum did. I love that name. Aurum is the Latin word for gold. Aurum, like AU, right? AU is on the periodic table for gold. And they have done some research. The Bank of International Settlements done some research that CBDCs can actually work with private stablecoins. A wholesale CBDC could successfully work with private stablecoins. And this is from the Hong Kong Monetary Authority and BIS Innovation Hub. So this is super interesting. Just wanted to throw that in there for some CBDC news. Moving through our next stuff, Rishi Sunak is now the UK Prime Minister right here. Okay, I got locked out of this article. Hey, I am going to show you a very, very good tip. So here's a paywall on an article, right? We want to get past the paywall because they've locked me out of this article. Let's type in 12-foot ladder. Type that into your Google. Here's a very good tip right here. Click on 12-foot ladder, right? So here's this website. And now we want to take the New York Times URL up here. We're going to plug it in to into this, and we're going to click remove paywall. Oh, 12-foot has been disabled for this site. Never mind. My tip is horrible. I guess the New York Times has banned that website. However, it does work for many other paywalls. Back on track. The new UK Prime Minister is extremely bullish on cryptocurrency. Okay. Back in April, he said he's working to make the UK a global crypto assets hub. We want to see the businesses of tomorrow and the jobs they create here in the UK. So they are encouraging crypto investment and technology in UK markets. So this is bullish. Like, this is bullish, right? Now, the code here, the secret about why he's actually bullish is because he's actually bullish on CBDCs and enslaving humanity through CBDCs and public blockchains. That's what he's really doing, right? To control people. And just like I said at the start of this video, you know, blockchain is indirectly here to enslave humanity. That's what it is. It's like a ledger of any transaction that, like, forever, right? So everything can be tracked, everything can be traced, and loaded into a big map, and you can see where every transaction went. And then it's just about putting names to those transactions. And they do that through centralized exchanges and making you KYC. However, I do think in the short term, this is going to be a good thing for crypto, having him as bullish on crypto. Couple more things here. Miles Deutscher is talking about the Arbitrum token and Airdrop coming sooner than we think. So he's saying, here's how to prepare for an Arbitrum airdrop. So Arbitrum does not have a coin yet. However, they're a huge ecosystem. And here's how you can prepare. So a lot of people made 10 to 50,000 from the Optimism airdrop. Here's how you can make money from the upcoming Arbitrum token airdrop if it happens. Moving down here, here's how we do it. We're going to want to use anything in the Arbitrum ecosystem as much as possible. So you want to be using stuff because the amount you're going to get airdropped is going to depend on how much you used Arbitrum, right? So you're going to want to use their bridge to bridge assets from other EVM chains to the Arbitrum network. You can do this with any amount. However, generally, the more the better. You're going to want to interact with Arbitrum dApps. They have 127 dApps. You've got GMX. You've got Radiant Capital right there, DopeX, Vesta Finance, and then other major Arbitrum protocols, Curve Finance, Uniswap, etc. You can interact with them by opening a trade. So basically just go and research the Arbitrum ecosystem and use everything in there with as much money as possible. And that's going to result in a good chunk of change in your airdrop. Because, dude, some of these people, they literally made 5 figures just off an airdrop for free for stuff they were already doing naturally and money they were already using naturally on Arbitrum. Okay, and you can also purchase the Arbitrum NFT, etc., join the Discord, blah, blah, blah. But that is how you prepare for that. Moving on, we have 2 more things only. FTX, this video is long. FTX Sam Bankman-Fried is hinting at a Cardano listing. This is something I actually was not aware of, that FTX does not have Cardano on it yet. And if we scroll down, FTX, this guy Lucid is calling out Sam Bankman. He says, FTX, one of the largest exchanges in the world, won't list Cardano because they view Cardano as a threat to everything they want to control. The reason that they hate Cardano is the same reason why I love Cardano and will always be involved in the community. Cardano is freedom. Now, this is hilarious Okay, that sounds like a BitBoy follower for sure, right? Like he watched the FTX BitBoy video and was just like, yo, this is all immediately true and this is my opinion. This is one of the things the mainstream news does, actually. Like, just a quick example, the Kanye West and Tucker Carlson interview, right? So they do the Kanye West and Tucker Carlson interview, but then right away, Tucker Carlson, after it's done, after they finish the interview, they have this dude on who basically, Tucker Carlson asks him his thoughts on Kanye's interview. And what they do is they make sure that guy has like a certain set of opinions that they want you to have, right? And then if you don't know what to think about what Kanye said, you hop into the armor and the archetype of that guy's opinions, who they interviewed, right? It's easy to just side with that guy that you saw on the TV. So what they do, that is something they do here. So BitBoy, this guy's kind of like stealing BitBoy's opinion a little bit and repping it and representing it as his own. Now, who knows? I'm just judging from what he's saying here. But who knows how long this guy's actually been in support of this opinion. Here's the funny part, though. Sam Bankman-Fried says definitely not the case. So Sam Bankman-Fried directly is shutting down BitBoy's argument that they don't like Cardano because it's a Solana killer and all of that argument, right? He says, we have FTX.com. So basically they have perpetual futures for Cardano already. He points that out. And then he says, adding spot Cardano too is on our roadmap. So it's on their roadmap. And then he says, if you think I'm lying, would you take a 1-to-1 bet on whether FTX lists ADA spot within the next 3 months? Holy cow. So within the next 3 months, Cardano will be listed on FTX. I hope this guy takes the bet right there. I would not bet against Sam Bankman-Fried on that one. Okay, final thing. I stumbled across this as the passport index, the Henley Passport Index. This is global passport ranking. One of the most important things in the next 5 years for you to have is other travel documents and other citizenship. Okay? I've been getting told this since like before 2020. When Corona hit, I was being told by some of my spiritual mentors to get citizenship in other countries as fast as possible. Because you're going to want it when it all goes to shit. Now, Japan is actually ranked #1